Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Turtle Bookworm. So excited to have all my newcomers and so excited to have all my returning followers and watchers. Today is going to be a real quick video. I just want to do a comparison. Those of you who know me know that I am neck deep in NaNoWriMo. And while I feel it dripping, I got shampoo in my eye, and so it is like leaking profusely all over the place and horrible. So just ignore that. We're going to try to pretend it's not happening, but it's really extremely painful. So back to my comparison video. So I want to compare the two books, Jackaby and A Madness So Discreet. I've been seeing a lot of people compare these two books, and I don't think it's fair to compare one to the other. Yes, they're very similar in nature. Jackaby by William Ritter and A Madness So Discreet by Mindy McGinnis. Both of them are detective stories that have a very similar feel to them. And in my research and discovery, people who loved Jackaby hated Madness So Discreet, and people who loved Madness So Discreet hated Jackaby. And I can't figure out why. You can't, it's not the same. The only similarities is that they are both detective mystery solving tales. Madness So Discreet is very realistic and takes place in an asylum, and it's very realistic. It deals with very real problems, very deep personal issues. I'm not going to get into a whole lot about it, but this is very real, very heavy, very deep. But at the same time, the characters are very sarcastic, and a lot of humor in this book, but not in the funny ha-ha way. Yes, some of it is very hysterical. There's a syphilitic pervert in here, and she is a crack-up, and I adored her. And also, just real heavy. This one, on the other hand, is more like an episode of Grimm. I don't know if you guys watch the show Grimm on television, but it's basically the same concept. It's a detective and his partner, and they hunt monsters and other mythical creatures. That's what's going on in this one. This one's very fairy tale, very spirity, lots of fantasy, sci-fi. Then again, back to Madness So Discreet, very realistic. I loved them both. I liked this one a little more because it dealt with some more personal issues and a little more heavier, which is not something I usually tend to read. I read a lot of fantasy and sci-fi, so this one was kind of like a rerun for me, and I'm also a huge fan of Grimm, so this one felt very Grimm-like. This one was very Sherlock Holmes, Professor Watson-like. But both of these come highly recommended. I want you guys to check them both out and let me know how you can compare the two. I think that it's unfair to lump them together simply for the fact that this is fantasy and this is reality. You can't put them... Maybe you disagree with me. Maybe I'm not making sense. I just don't think it was fair to try to say that this is a ripoff of this or this is a ripoff of this. It's not right to either of the authors because they're both fabulous, and both of them are very worthy of reading. I gave this one a 4-star, gave this one a 5-star. NaNoWriMo's going great. I gotta get back to it. That's why this video is so short. So I'll come up for air sometime later this weekend for an update video on how my NaNoWriMo is going. The title of my book is called Lavender Fields, and it is about an Alzheimer's patient. That's all I'm telling you for now. Until the time comes where we meet again, and hopefully my eye won't be leaking in red. I hope you're enjoying everything that you're reading. If you're participating in NaNoWriMo, I'm hoping that you're meeting your goals every single day. It is intense. It is very intense, and props to you guys who are already way ahead of schedule. Maybe you've got something big coming up that you can't miss, and that's why you're so far ahead. Otherwise, you're overachievers, and oh my gosh, I want to be you. Keep on reading, and cheers.